the roads you have probably never driven down, the roundabout you haven't encircled. Today we're here to find it. And a straight road that has a sister roundabout on it. In fact, it's still there in plain sight. This is Brimstage village, and we need to go down a public footpath across a field just down here just to get to it. Now, some of you may remember seeing the What's It Like Now video we did at Clatterbridge, and there's a post box there with the same symbolism on it here, GR. Now, many of these, of course, nowadays still have ER in it, which stands for Elizabeth Regina, for Queen Elizabeth II. GR. Now, I mistakenly said that meant George Regina in that last video. Now, somebody pointed out, as many of you very knowledgeable watchers are, this actually means George Rex. For Rex for a king and Regina is for a queen. It makes sense. Apparently it's a Latin word which means agreeing with the subject. And no doubt new ones may have CR on it. So this is the footpath right here. It's a bit muddy, but let's go take a look. So on the field we can see that straight portico of trees heading off over there, a couple of cows in the distance, and the roundabout we need is somewhere in the mist over there. So this is a fairly uncharted area to, I suppose, most people on the Wirral. Avid walkers, dog walkers, may come here often. We cross this private road here. Just to get to it, you actually see views that you don't normally see by wandering into the Wirral's wilderness. So we've arrived at the closest point we can get to this roundabout on this public footpath, which poses another question. How much of the Wirral can we actually visit? But that's for another time, I think. But let's swing round and take a look at it. And here is the roundabout in question. Looks kind of misty, almost ghostly in this very cloudy day, with the aircraft coming in above us. But we can see from this overhead view from 1948, it hasn't changed much. In fact, before 1916, maps don't show these two roads and the roundabout. So it is relatively new. Whereas the manor was built in the mid-1800s. So there's possibly 50, 60 years of the manor's existence where this entryway, you could almost call this the driveway, didn't exist. The manor itself is way down there. At this familiar entranceway that you may have passed. And this way down over the roundabout, way in the distance, takes you to the main gated entrance off Brimstage Road, just by Clatterbridge Roundabout. Now back here at Brimstage Road on the way back to the motorway, this road lay-by here used to be another roundabout. In fact, you can see this from these old overhead views. In fact, on the other side of that old roundabout is still a public footpath, the only place that you can walk down any of these portico of trees. In fact, this carries you down to the end of Lever's Causeway. Just about 200 yards up from Brimstage Road is Brimstage Lane. Now this is as far as you can go up the portico of trees itself, just past this pillbox. Down this path here takes you down towards Lever's Causeway. Now this is the end of those line of trees, at the end of Lever's Causeway. And of course, there's a roundabout there as well. Now you can imagine that this driveway to the manor, now it's actually 1.25 miles away from the manor itself. This may seem like a long way to have your driveway to your house, but Long Walk Road at Windsor Castle is actually 2.5 miles. But they don't have a roundabout. Now the Wirral does actually have another very strange roundabout which propped up a few years ago now by the Four Bridges in Birkenhead, named or nicknamed the Magic Roundabout. Now take a look at the video we did about that just up here. I'll see you over there.